Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. I'm Lord Hudson and we're playing City Skylines and we're doing Hamilton again. I hope the recording will go without a hitch because right now I'm experiencing a little bug. Let's call it a bug. It's definitely not a feature, and I see that the water is gone here. What happened here? The water disappearing here is not the bug. The bug is that I can't run anything at a higher speed than 1 right now. And I'm looking at my processor as we speak and I'm hitting 88% of my capacity, 93%, 90%, and even topping 100. So that might screw up the recording quite a bit. I'm still gonna try it. I'm gonna try to restore this. Let's make this a little bit deeper. Oh look, there is some water there. Maybe this is too deep, I'm not sure, but let's see. It's not perfect in any way right now. So let's just flatten this out a bit. And you know what? Let's do this and just go like that. Seawall is quite deep, so that's not a problem. And let's now add the water, and the water capacity, it cannot be 0, of course. Okay, what will happen if we run it now? Is water flowing? Does it need to go anywhere, or will it stop some? I hope it will stop. It's rising. It keeps rising. It's starting to flood. Shit. So how can we adjust this? Yeah, oh, look at that. We can adjust it to there. It will still cause some flooding, but we can't speed up. The processor just doesn't want to do that. Okay, this is gonna take care of itself sooner or later. Hopefully this will be fixed. In the meantime, we're gonna try to fix this. People are not getting here. At least not enough people. It is getting better as the population grows. People are starting to use the final train station version. I should change that name. If you have a better name for this, then please leave it in the comments. And if I sound a little bit distracted, it's because I'm keeping my eye on both the recorder and the processor, because I'm really worried about that. I'm hearing my PC kick in the fans to cool everything, and I'm running at max, which is ridiculous. I've got an Intel Core i7, 4 cores for 3.6 gigahertz. That should be more than enough to deal with this. But because of the bug, it just drains all the computing power. So hopefully it will not crash, and hopefully we can continue. We cannot speed up, but we've got enough money so we do not have to pause or speed up to gain money. And look at all those cars around the basin here. That's nice. I really like that. It gives the idea that people are actually coming to work and doing their jobs. Again, I'm very satisfied with the whole sanitation plant here. Let's see. We kind of did this without any real idea, except that we wanted to have it here on the little sliver of land, which kind of makes sense. But we do need to expand this. Well, there's a lot of traffic here. Expanding this intersection to this part will take care of some traffic, so let's do that first. Let's go to the nice trees and let's see if we can. Let's go out straight a bit. Sorry about the sirens. I know there's a mod to dim those. And I probably should. Okay, we get traffic lights. I don't want traffic lights. Screw you, traffic lights. So now people can go this way. And we have a bit of space here to build some housing. So let's do that. Oh, that's just one unit too low. And we can build houses along this side here. It is fully watered. We're not using the central heating just yet. Might do that later on, as it is a power saver, even with these temperatures. Now we have this little alleyway that kind of runs off to nowhere. We can bring it alongside the coast here, and let's just pray that nothing weird is going to happen right now. Can we bring it in here without destroying any buildings? We can. So that's nice. If we do a wider one, it will probably destroy stuff, right? Yep, there we go. I'm not going to do that. So it's going to remain an alleyway. And we need commercial and industry or office buildings. Let's look at our resources. Okay, so we have farmland here. Quite a bit of farmland actually to use. We could lower the highway, so it would be a tunnel. And we could make farms. We do already have some farms on this side. So yeah, we could make another farming area. That would definitely drive up the demand for housing. So let's just take this bit here. This is just all going to be farm area. Nope. I'm just going to leave the name there for now. And yeah, let's tunnel. So let's just destroy all this. Looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. It's pretty much, I think it's a straight line, right? Yeah, absolutely straight. Straight as a freaking arrow. So let's drop that down to -10. -12, -9. Yeah, -9. And then move it up to about here. Let's see. That's pretty much equal, which I kind of want. Just gonna destroy this for a bit, because I want to match this as much as possible. Which for some reason I can't. Let's do it the other way around, shall we? Oh crap. Alright, let's destroy this then. That looks... There's a slight difference, but it's That's okay. Alright, so now we have to get a main road in, and I'm thinking about doing a 4-lane with a grass medium. Of course, completely above ground. That's just going to be the main artery of the area. And of course it needs to be hooked up to the highway. So what we could do is do it above ground. Have this come off like can we measure this out? I think 3? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, it needs to be 4 because of that side. That's fine. 4. And have it be like this. Okay, we need to destroy this down. It gets sloped too steep. We can remedy that quite easily. Let's just see, can we do this? Will that help? But once I hit pulse, the CPU drops to around 34%, 30%. So there's definitely something going on there. Let's just make sure it's there is space for that. 3. Okay, let's see. Coming off this way. Thank you. We can destroy this again. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. 4 there. 4 there. In this case, we're gonna go this way, and it is the same problem except on this side. Alright, thank God for the terraform tools, which I still don't understand why they're not in the vanilla version. There should be right now mods just like a default package. They should take them over and include them, optimize them a bit so they work with each expansion. Alright, that looks okay. That also looks okay. That looks okay, and then on this side that looks okay. And then we're just gonna connect this up again, straight as possible. Yep, it's gonna give them, of course, traffic lights, but we're gonna stop that, and we're gonna add, I'm not sure why these things are where they are. Same with the parking lots. I kind of lost those, but apparently they're underneath the transport. On-ramp is for the exits. Let's see if we can just get it in there at a nice angle. Yes, we can. And then swing around, rotate this around, and let's do that there. Same thing goes here. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna upgrade this to have no sound barriers because it just looks nicer. And do the same thing here. This just adds to the aesthetics. It has absolutely no value for the gameplay. It's just that I like the way it looks. And it's as simple as that. That's my only argument in this case. I like it. Which I agree is not the best argument, even though it's... Let's see if we can like flatten it out a bit. Apparently it doesn't want to do anything here, nor here. Let's see, can we... I can not select it to move it any further. I have to remove it. I'm not happy about that. So yeah. Let's see. I cannot. Yeah. Oh, I can. I just really have to be very precise. That looks. It still has the little sand there, which I wonder what happens if I do this. It doesn't change the road height. So in order for me to change that, I will have to deconstruct it completely, which I'm not about to do. Just gonna tweak it a little bit. That's pretty far out. A little bit too far out. Let's get that back a bit. It's better. It's not perfect. It won't be perfect. I'm aware of that. And this needs to move just slightly. That's better. It's not, again, it's not perfect. I'm gonna leave that as is. So, okay, so we have this nice little area. We're gonna get some basic surfaces in there, like the fire department, like the police department. I think we have, yeah, we have a prison right here, which would also need a little bit more aesthetic. I kind of like to put it on a little island. Talking about island, let's look at the water level here. That is stable and holding. So let's just hope that the next... ooh, I'm touching 100 right now on the processor, so I hope my sound isn't lost. And myself I'm lost. Okay, I'm gonna pause the game. Got enough money, can work with that. I can totally see why my sound dropped at the end of the last recording if the processor is maxing out. So it's maybe I can only talk and build when it's in pause right now. And they are screaming for water, so I'm gonna give it to them. They're right next to the plant. I've got plenty of water to spare, so that's not an issue. And like most industries, they're also gonna need some transport options. Now, of course, they have the highway, and that's all fine. I'm not sure if I can thread another track in here for cargo, but I might be able to have them share it. That might be an option. This is the outside line. It is on the inside, so that's going to be an issue. But we could split it off here and then have it come up around here, I guess. So we could do a station around here. Maybe. Let's see. I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat, as you can hear. So my apologies for all the little coughs that you're gonna hear. I try not to, but still got a bit of the flu in me. There is the cargo station. Alright. So we're just gonna plop that down there. destroy the roads and it hooks up like this. This actually works a lot better than having the road parallel to it. It's a weird little trick, but it does seem to work. So yeah, let's see, we need to come out here, so that's almost a perfect alignment. Let's do this pretty, shall we? Because this is, I think it's 4. It's not 2. It's 3, maybe 3. Let's see. Well, it's not perfect. Maybe it is 2. Let's try that. It's also not an extremely straight piece of track, but let's see if we can just alright, let's do it like this then. That's close enough. Okay, so it comes off here and then we're just gonna, I guess, drop it like it's hot. I like it if it curves a little bit more with the track. And then of course we're gonna get the whole slopes to steep bullshit, which we do not have here, which is nice. And let's get this out. Okay, so we need to get up. And we need to go straight. And this is about the perfect spot for them to meet. Yeah, this looks fine to me. It's a big tunnel. There's a little bit of an increase here in land, but that's nothing to worry about. It has its water, it will get its power soon enough. Let's see, we can already do some industry here, though it will not connect, so I'm not going to do that there. Let's see if we could do something like this. Nope. Let's do this a little bit further along. Okay, so this is a nice area to populate with farms. This is as big as they can get right now. I'm not gonna populate them on this road because it would bring traffic in. I don't want that. And let's see if we could do something on this side. Try to get that parallel. And go back in. And then let's see if we can end up straight here. Not like that, maybe like this, yes. Okay, so we have these traffic lights here that are now gone. And this is also going to be filled up with farms. And well, can we bring this down all the way here? Yes, Yes, we can. And this is also going to be farms. Now, of course, they need power, and these things do conduct power, which is nice. So we could do this, and let's see, can we do it in the middle? I think we can. That's also nice. So this can be a conductor. And the farms will spread out from here, so it might be that they need one around about there. And just in case they connect up to here, we could also extend that. And we do not have quite enough power. So what we could do is create another data center. We have one on the other side. We have the fences here, so I'm not gonna break the fences there, but we could place one here and have a road. First I'm gonna flatten it. I'm not sure, there's not much variation in height here, but if I'm gonna add 2 sections, and the reason the power is so low right now is because the temperature dropped and people are starting to use their furnaces or central heating or whatever they have that heats their homes. It's all electric, so they do not have a fireplace or stuff like that. I'm not sure if they take that into the calculations. Might be that a few people have fireplaces. It's probably also that if you have dense residential, people tend to have more central heating systems and stuff like that. Okay, so this is now broken, but they will connect up to this, and this is generating power. It's a data center. And even though it's flattened out, there's still a slight difference in height here, but the model can handle that. It looks okay. So let's see, we now have plenty of power. And again, I'm topping out with a processor. This kind of scares me, really. I'm up to 90% right now. Tremendous spikes. And we can't, we can push it to 3, but it doesn't speed up anymore. There's simply no processor power left. And I'm kind of worried what will happen if even the 1 speed will push my processors to the limit. So that will build, and hopefully trains will come in here, and they probably will. We're just going to give this a little chance to develop out of sight. I'm so happy with this right now. It just looks, it just fits. It's too bad about the walls here, and still have to find a solution for that. But other than that, I'm really happy about my cementation works. It just looks so official, and with a nice fence around it. Again, it still needs a bit of tweaking. Apparently it broke here because of the... Okay, so we have a hole in the fence because of the electricity. That's crap. Need to fix that. We'll fix that off camera. Let's see, we need commercial, but I doubt we need commercial in this area. So let's see, what do we have here? This is mostly residential and industry, so we could expand to this part with some commercial. And that should absolutely work. Let's just do this. So we have secondary roads, and they are 2-directional, and we do have traffic lights again. Not anymore. This is the campus with a walkway and a bicycle path. And let's just... Well, actually, I'm considering is making the river a bit more developed, which would mean that I'll need to terraform this a lot, which also always gives you risks of waves going through the city. But having a nice straight bank here is something to consider. Let's try that. Let's first see if we can get rid of all this electrical, because it's quite in the way. This is for the power here, which goes all the way around, but it is connected up to there, so we could, if we just connect it up here, like this is connected to that. I think it is. Then we could theoretically destroy all this all the way up to there, and all the way up to here. I'm not too happy about the windmills being there, so we might actually want to change that too. And let's see, I'm just gonna go like this. It might be that it's too high for the seawall that I have in mind, but let's see. Let's just broaden it out a bit so I have something to place it on, because it can't be built on water. Where the hell was the seawall again? I think it was in here. There's the seawall 2x4. Cannot place it there, but that's not a real problem. It doesn't allow it to be placed there, so okay, that's more like it. It still doesn't want me to place it. Why? What? Is it because of this? It doesn't allow it to. I have the wrong tool apparently. Let's see. Screw you and you. Let's see. Okay, this is the height I want. It has strength 1. Where the hell are you acting like a freaking idiot? There we go. It still has this weird slope idea though. That's because this is of course sloped. It's not straight. Let's do that first. Let's take a lower angle and just try and match it up, because that makes a lot of difference. I am absolutely not good with this. The weird thing is that even though it's running at max, let's just pause the game while I'm doing this, because it's terraforming is always really hard on the processor. I'm just gonna make the brush size a little bit bigger. Yeah, there might be something going on around the seafloor here, but I'm not sure. not sure why these little hills are appearing. Maybe something to do with the engine. Okay, let's see if we can do something with this. I might actually get it to go underneath the bridge, which would be nice to view. Alright, so now we're just gonna plug this alongside. Cannot build on water. What the hell is your problem? It's not big enough here. Okay, what about now? And I've got this, but I've got two, I think, these. And let's see, with a bench, and we got actually a single. So let's place a bench in here, and then get back to this one. And we have a single, which we could use there. Alright, so right now there are a bunch of gray areas, and there's actually still some sloping going on here. Let's just say I want it to be gone. Let's see, can we get rid of this? All seems to be working pretty well. It gets underneath the water level, that's fine. Again, there's also some sloping here. Can we get rid of this? I don't like it. We might have to use this, but with a very low strength. It does something, but not to the model. I guess that has to do with the road. The road's just fixed height. Let's get rid of this, all this, these little protruding bits. This can come up a bit. It is so damn sensitive, this part. Let's smooth it out. Can we smooth it out? Will that help? It does help. So this is all underwater now, except these few spikes here and here. This is extreme height right now. I don't think you'll see it that much. Well, I'm still recording, though I'm not sure for how long. It's getting to 100%, and I'm already well past the half-hour mark, so I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna finish some stuff off camera. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or remarks, please leave them in the comments below this video.